Welcome back to Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, episode 107. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, people, at the end of last week's episode, I thought I said the wrong number, and I didn't, but I thought I did at the last moment.
Yeah, he had a crisis at the end of the last one.
And I just had a crisis right when Bruno was telling me I'm ready to go. I'm like, I don't have enough time. I just got to go for it.
I saw a real bad face while I was counting down.
I'm like struggling to think. I always forget it. I need to set a reminder that it's Wednesday on
I
Wednesday.
even reminded you yesterday.
Doesn't matter if it's today. I've had a roller coaster over the past 2 days, Bruno.
Yeah.
So we're gonna jump right into this because I told a little bit of
Hop in. Send it.
you wanted stuff about this apartment. Oh, you're getting it. So
Nice.
step one
Okay.
of owning an apartment with someone that is gonna be your spouse is you probably want a joint bank account so that you can put money in together to pay things out in one stream. You know?
That sounds like a great thing to do.
So like that way we can just because our rent's online, our electricity's like online, our cable bill will be online. That's all of our stuff
Yep.
I can think of. Groceries, that way we can just you don't have to worry about splitting food or giving each other, you just,
Yeah.
So, were you gonna say something?
I was just gonna say that the whole split bank account thing, it's a leap to make,
Yes.
but it's something that if you're that committed, it seems like something you have to do.
Yeah. So, like, oh, hey, there's a bank right across the street from like not right across, well, kind of diagonally across our development of complexes is a bank. So there's one like right near our house, but we just went with that one to be like our joint one because it's.
Okay.
Do you have members firsts around you?
No, I don't think so.
It's really rough. They're like Harrisburg based, so I didn't know how
Okay.
far they reached. But
I can double check. I don't think so though.
okay, I think it's
Not nearby.
okay. Curious. That's actually more curious than anything. So like, also I have a relative that works there, so you know, double bonus with any
Helpful.
like
Yeah.
yeah, double bonus with all that shit. Make it easier in the future with stuff, hopefully. Except right now.
Nothing's
So
good right now.
you know, we want to go set up a bank account. How do you do that now? You can't go inside. So
Do
you have
they
to
not
roll.
let you in?
No.
Oh my god.
So you gotta roll up to the tube sucker machine, and you're like, "Hey,
Oh no.
I need a bank account," and they're like, "Oh, okay. Let me print out the paperwork and I'll send it to you." I was like, "Okay, fuck." I was hoping they'd say like, "Oh, come inside," but they didn't say that.
Yeah.
Um, so they like tubed us the paperwork for one thing. So they were like, can you just like pull in a parking space and fill it out?" And then like,
Come back later.
yeah. So, okay, we pull into the parking lot and we're trying to fill out this form. And we have questions about shit 'cause we're very confused about some
Sure.
aspects. And you realize then you have to then pull out and drive all around to the tube station again to
Mm-hmm.
ask your questions.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Did you do
we
that once or more than once? To
only
pull around.
once.
Okay, that's okay.
So we're sitting there and we're like, address. What should we put on the address? Oh, let's just put our new address. That's where we're gonna be living. Well, can't fuck it. Well, that's an issue here, Bruno. So, you know,
They probably want your license to match. Like,
well,
okay.
so first off, we have to ask all these questions about these stupid sections over the thing as they have to look
Sure.
up the application to also see
Yep.
what the sections are. And we get all those filled out, which is annoying. And then we hand in our licenses and their thing. They look at it, be like, your licenses and this thing say two different addresses. I'm like, yeah, we moved in on like Sunday. Like, uh, it's different, but we can't get our license updated because everything's closed.
Yeah.
You can't go to the DMV right now.
No, that's one of the bad places to be, I would feel.
Yeah. So they're like, do you have any bills or like proof that you live there?" I'm like, "Well, we have
Nope.
the lease. Can you look at that?" I'm like, "That's the closest thing
I
to
mean, that's a
like."
pretty good one.
I'm like, "Yeah, I have a copy of the lease. If oh, email it to me and we can look at it." I'm like, "Okay." So I have to like download my lease, and then she like sends me her email address over like she sends a little card with her email address on it. So
Mhm.
I got to email that, and then I got into a little dispute that you don't need to capitalize letters in an email address to like
Nope.
make it work.
Nope.
I'm like, I think you do. No, you don't. Okay, let's
I don't think
capital.
you do.
I really don't think you do. That'd be the stupidest thing ever.
No.
So
No. In fact, I guarantee because there's no fucking way.
that
No.
you can have an uppercase version of your email address. Yes, I know. So Bruno's googling it right now because he's just verifying our suspicions. I'm like, that's just not how this works. So I email her the lease, and we're sitting there. She's like, I have to call my manager. I'm like, oh great,
Oh,
got.
Jesus.
So we're sitting there, we're sitting there, we're sitting there. I'm like, hey, are you guys still there? Like, yeah, we're right here. Um, so we can't use that address. I'm like, why? It's like, well, you don't technically live there. I'm like, well, I technically do. I have the lease. He's like, well, you don't officially live there yet. I'm like, what? We live there Sunday. I'm just gonna use the account or the addresses on your credit or your on your
No.
driver's
I
license.
would say fine. I'll come back.
Well, this is where they're actually nice, but they're like, okay, we're gonna fill out this form for a change of address, and we can use your lease as a change of address, and we can po- pre po-
Post date it.
post date it to Sunday so that
Okay.
we'll just like change your address. I'm like,
That's
okay.
okay at least.
I'm like,
Uh, that's helpful.
but like they can't use my address because they it's just like
So emails.
yeah.
Apparently it does matter,
What?
but most people that aren't stupid make it not matter. Like Google does not pay attention to periods or case.
Okay.
The domain does not care about case sensitivity, but the actual recipient does if whoever's hosting the mail provider makes it happen.
But any reputable one probably doesn't.
Correct.
Okay. So that's still we're still right. Just because little Dave can set up his own email
Like
server.
my Gmail account doesn't matter.
Okay. So then I'm just gonna say it doesn't.
That's
If
stupid though.
it
That
must be like it must be like old school email, before they
probably.
thought about it and they have to say
Yeah.
that. We're still right here because no reputable email. If they
No.
okay, let me put it this way: if your email lets you use a uppercase version of your email, run. I'd run away from that
It's an
hosting.
issue. If you still run in a Hotmail, transfer that shit. Get out of there.
Yeah, no, that's actually that's horrible, Bruno. Just to think that could be a thing. So, that's annoying, and like it takes an hour. It
That's
takes like an
helpful
hour.
though, at least. Like,
Yeah,
let's get it straightened out now so hopefully it works and doesn't become an issue with
yeah. So
addresses.
I'm annoyed by it because I'm just like, why? Why does it matter? Like
Yeah, absolutely. I would be too.
so you know, okay, we figure that out. They figured out how it's all gonna happen. Then it's about like 30 to 40 minutes before they close. Then we get the audacity from this woman that says, "Oh, it's pretty
Oh
close to the
no.
end of the day. We're not going to open the account. We'll do it tomorrow. So you'll have to come back in tomorrow, and you get permission to come inside now
What? Because you're a member now?
because we need to print off your debit cards and set them up." Apparently, when they're the last half an hour of the day, they ain't working.
Closing up shop.
Half an hour, like I'm really annoyed by that. Okay, like it's a half an hour. If they can't open a simple savings checking account in a half an hour, there's something flawed with your system. It just
Yeah, I don't know. That's not good. Not great.
Like, so now tomorrow we have to go in, bring our masks. We get to go in the lobby. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, really.
Set up our debit cards, and we enjoy that fun. So that was the first complaint of the apartment, is just getting a bank account for it.
Okay, number 1. Got it.
So the woman we email for our apartment is really dense, and that's like the best way to put it. You can't,
Okay.
well, at least when it comes to email. If you'd ask her, "Hey, is the sky blue? Also, is it sunny outside?" She would say something along the lines of, "Yeah, the weather isn't that great today."
Okay. Skip the first question. Got it. Yep.
And vaguely answers the second question. Is it
Yep.
sunny? Oh, it's not that great. The weather isn't that great. Like, what does that mean? Like,
It's not great, dude.
it's
Not great.
so she vaguely answers one question and ignores the first question. Okay, like that's the type of person she is when emailing. So, May, let me pull this up, Bruno. I can pull up the proof. Um, uh, good afternoon. So we asked her, like, on May 5th, "Hey, will there be any time this week, this current week of post Memorial Day?"
Okay.
We were like, "Hey, is there a day this week we could come in to sign the lease?" On May 5th, over 20 days. Um, we just want to make sure like people will be in, and also, would we be are we able to pick up the keys on Sunday? Because or on May 31st, the day we move in, which is a Sunday. We were like, "Oh, maybe the office is closed."
That
Uh,
hey, that's some forward thinking right there.
yeah,
I
we
like
said,
that.
also, would we need to pick up the keys before May 31st, since this is a Sunday? So we stated the date and the actual day of the week, so they couldn't
Mhm.
be confused.
So, like, it's like, "Hey, can we pick it up this day?" But just to remind you, it's a Sunday in case you're one of those kind of businesses that doesn't work on a Sunday. Yeah. It's very reasonable to me, what you're asking.
So, you know, what was the response to that? Okay, any day except the 25th. We are closed that day. So again,
Skipping all kinds of questions,
skip
not
the
getting
whole
any
the key
yep.
thing, and then vaguely answers our question. Just says, "Don't come Memorial Day." Okay, fine. No, whatever. Then we get an email this
You should
morning.
just one question. One question emails.
We were doing that before, but we forgot. We thought two questions were we like. I read it. I'm like, "Oh, that should be fine." And then
Like, I'm talking fire one, get a response, fire the next right away.
is sky
Or
blue,
even you could even probably do multiples. Like fire, can I come pick up the keys?
dude?
Can I
She
come sign the
she
lease?
just ignore them. I'm guessing.
Well, you're getting responses at least. So
Yeah,
that's good.
this morning. Hi guys, my managers brought to my attention that the 31st is a Sunday. Really? Really? I thought we did too. Can you get the all the paperwork prior and then just come Saturday afternoon by 3:30 to pick up and get the keys? Thanks. Um, so then we were like, "Hey, we have to travel. We have stuff going on. Like,
Yeah,
we're
like
coming tomorrow."
it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, so it's like a 45-minute drive. Okay, so we were going tomorrow to sign the lease and like submit renter's insurance and make our security deposit and down first month's payment. That's
Yeah.
what we're gonna do tomorrow. Hey, since we're coming Thursday for all this shit, could we just pick up the keys? Just
Yeah. Like
no, we'd have to prorate you all those days for having the keys from Thursday to Saturday. If you want me to rewrite the lease, I will and include those days. We're like, ugh.
it's
And that's when someone, not me, called. So they said, "Sorry, we can't give it to you tomorrow, but you can pick them up Saturday. But we don't want you picking him up Saturday morning. We're hopefully wanting you to pick him up as close to 3:30 as possible, but no time after 3:30, as we will be gone."
Oh god, Nick.
So sat
How
or
long is
Saturday
this lease for, Nick?
a year. It's
Okay.
just they're helpful when you call, but they're like, and I was talking to Did about this earlier. I get it. They can't give someone 3 days of rent free because there's 900 plus units there. You know, they give
Sure, but then, uh, like,
I know.
they're not there the day that you're moving in.
And that's the day they like scheduled us. I know. Trust me. I see both sides, but I'm very annoyed by my side.
I would be too. I'd be
So
pissed.
Saturday, I'm gonna have to post lunchtime, pre 3:30, make my way all the
Yeah,
way
really.
there to grab the keys. So you know what I'm gonna do, Bruno? I'm
What?
taking a load of my shit and just gonna go right into the apartment.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
So that's I'm gonna the IKEA desk. I thought, hey, Madeline's gonna be in Pittsburgh. She has to take her nursing test. So I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna go grab the keys, take my desk. I'm gonna set it up, build it the day before.
Okay.
That way I won't
Is
have
that gonna
internet.
start something?
No,
You sure?
I'm running to get the keys here, Bruno. I'm the good guy.
I guess. But you're gonna have a completely unfurnished apartment with one very nicely put together desk.
Well, at this rate, that's all we have. When we were, the whole
Good
couch
point.
thing,
Yeah.
it went out of stock. So there's no getting a couch
Oh,
here for the
shit.
foreseeable future unless we find a different one. So there's not even going to be a living room to sit in. There's no couch.
Do you have another computer chair?
Nope. It's my computer chair. She might be sitting on a dining room table while I sit in my comfy chair.
Oh,
Let me just.
ouch.
Oh, let's watch this movie together. Oh, let me just recline back into.
Me zoom.
Let's get all this. Is a $400 chair needed? All back in my. Let me get all this stress out of my lower back as I crank out the lumbar support.
Oh, tread carefully.
I know. I don't. I have nothing else to do though. So I'm
I
like,
mean, I
I'll
don't
just.
blame you.
I'm gonna go build the desk. That way I can come and set everything up. Also, tomorrow I'm gonna have to like wrangle the internet people out and see if I can get
Yes.
their stuff. The most best thing ever would be able to have them set up day one internet.
Hey, what are you doing Saturday afternoon?
Yeah,
Like
really,
3:30?
dude. I might as well. Um, cause it's not even that I just want my computer to have internet. It's that we're not getting cable, and all of our stuff for like
It's
entertainment
yeah.
relies on internet. We have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon.
You don't I'm the again, last person you need to defend yourself against on that.
So maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get like a Saturday afternoon 4 o'clock install time.
Yup. Get some internet while you're setting up your desk.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm gonna take. I'm not gonna be able to take much because I can't fit much with all that. Like, the desk is a long boy.
Sure.
It's. I don't have a truck, so a 6.5 foot.
Yeah, it's an event to put that into a vehicle.
Yeah. So, well, what's your bed? Is your bed 6 foot?
Um, it's like in the 5 to 6. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay. I know the Ranger being smaller. I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
know what.
it's not that big.
So
Like
it would honestly even be out of your like truck bed
probably,
probably.
yeah. Yeah. Like I got a sheet of plywood the other day and that was I had the big ricer wing on out the back of my truck. But yeah,
So I'm
but
gonna
I
get
have
that.
a truck bed,
Yeah.
wouldn't be an issue.
So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna take all my new computer parts minus the motherboard because that's possibly coming in Monday, the day after I move in. So I might be making a trip down home to pick up it.
No.
Dude, it's literally just been sitting.
Can you change the address? Or is it like halfway shipped already?
Let me show you, cause so like it's been sitting in Ontario, California since May 23rd.
Ouch.
It's not focusing, but whatever. I don't know, it's just sitting there for no reason.
Yep.
So that's absolutely
Damn computer parts.
all while I'm sitting with this paperweight.
It's a nice paperweight, though.
It is. I just can't believe how small it is.
I know. Even like compared to mine, it looks small.
It's it's a small boy. Well, it's about the
I don't
same
know.
size. It's the same
It's
socket
I
size,
was gonna say it's
basically.
probably the same, but
So I'm just, I'm gonna be sitting there, have to figure out. I'm gonna put my damn IKEA desk together, and I probably shouldn't turn any lights on. Hmm. Hopefully it's sunny.
turn whatever the hell you want on, Nick.
I guess.
It's a light bulb. There's
True.
probably is there a fridge or is your
Oh, that's
fridge?
right. Stuff's probably all plugged in.
Exactly. Turn whatever you want on.
So yeah, I'm gonna
It's
get.
a day. That's their fault.
I
Don't
know.
worry about it.
So like this was a yesterday thing. Oh, I didn't even get finish all the bank stuff. So okay, there's a members first in like outskirts of Carlisle, closer to like my side of Carlisle where I
Okay,
live. So we
sure.
went there. Um,
What kind of time frame? Before or after you tried to make an account, or is this that time?
that's the account. It's members
Okay.
first. So that's where we went.
Yeah.
So the other thing we needed was, even though we make our security deposit, our rent payments, and our electric payments online,
Hmm.
that's how their system works. You have to
Sure.
make your security deposit and first month's rent through cash or money order. Oh, yeah.
And I was telling you that I at least understand that.
It's annoying.
It is annoying, but I understand it.
So, yeah. So
It's them trying to secure money for letting you be there.
let me pay it ahead of time then. Give me, I don't know. So
Yeah.
so I was like, "Oh shit, right across the street from this bank we're at is the bank I wanted to get the money order from." Because that's where like all my money is. That way I would only have to get one check for Madeline, and then bam, uh I could just pull like I deposit her check and then just
Sure.
withdraw at the
And
same
then
time.
pull funds. Yeah.
So I go up to the
Why not just
teller.
take cash? Small bills, fives.
Yeah, no. No, no cash. No cash or personal
Oh,
checks.
you said cash. I thought you could slap a band on the table.
I wish. No. So, uh uh I go and I'm like, "Okay, deposit her check." And as I'm depositing, I'm like, "Okay, after you deposit that, I'm gonna need to get a money order." She's like, "Oh, well, you could just do it on the same form." I'm like, "What?" Like, "Yeah, you can just do with withdrawal and it be a money order." I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, send it back." I didn't realize that's how simple that was.
Yeah,
She's like,
I would not have guessed that either, to be
"Yeah."
honest.
Like, "So how much is the money order for?" I'm like 16, blah blah blah, whatever. "Oh, we can only do money orders up to 1,000. We can do two of them." I'm
No,
like,
no.
I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, you can do a cashier's check for that." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Why?" It's just it didn't inconvenience me other than the fact that it had to be that way.
yeah. That's
So,
it's one of those shitty things, but
and then I paid 250 for it.
yep,
250 for it.
yep.
Pisses me off.
Just for a little piece of paper that says it's my money.
Dude, I want to show the
Why
check that
not cash? Why? Seriously, let me come through with a stack of cash for you.
I'll show you the check later, but I don't want to show it on the thing. But there's
Sure.
literally an emoji on it.
What?
It says exactly pointing finger emoji like this or
No.
like this.
No.
It's exactly pointing finger emoji and it points to the amount. I
Nick, what kind of world are we living in?
Dude,
Seriously.
I don't understand it. It's literally a pointing finger emoji.
It's ridiculous.
I just that didn't make me mad, but I was just that's stupid.
It
That's what my
is. I agree.
$2.50 went for. So you could have your stupid pointing finger emoji ink.
That's dumb.
So yeah, that was you know, that's all that. I had got a U-Haul,
Okay.
so that and the difference between a 10-foot U-Haul and a 15-foot U-Haul is $14, but the difference between a 15-foot U-Haul and the next size up is like $40. We don't need the next size up, but it was like
Yeah. I think I don't. What's the difference actually?
it's
Because I think they
10,
get wider
15.
too.
Well, the 10 doesn't have a lift gate. Uh, so that is one thing. Goes it goes pickup truck, van, 10, 15. Is it 20 or 25?
A van, 10, 15, 17, 20, 26.
Oh, there's a 17. There's also a truck. There's
Like
just
the
no picture.
difference between the 10 and the 15, I feel like is
Big.
a large difference. And 15 to 20 is also a large difference, I feel like.
Yes.
But like that 10's like a little baby. It's barely bigger than a van. It's a little bit taller.
I bet you those pickups aren't like a bad deal if you really like. So many people need a random pickup for a day for no reason. That's
Sure.
actually a pretty good deal. So yeah, so I got that U-Haul. That was
Which one?
uh
Sorry.
the 15, the middle
Okay.
boy.
Yeah. It's probably what I would go for too.
Has a lift gate, so that's nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like
the
an
10
actual lift gate?
10 doesn't have a lift gate.
Hmm.
Boing,
I didn't
boing.
think that they had lift gates.
Yeah, or a lift ramp or something of the sort.
Huh. I think it's got a ramp. I think that's it. Yeah.
Ah,
I would not expect a lift gate, but I think you got a ramp.
damn. Oh shit, a lift gate. I've had there are lift gates on like 10-foot trucks. I've had one.
You can put a lift gate on a pickup truck.
I know, but like I the one box truck
Really?
I didn't drive, but I'd load it up and then someone else would drive it because I wasn't qualified, as in the intern wasn't trusted to drive the box truck.
Gotcha.
But it was a 10-foot box truck that had a lift gate, so that was always nice. It
Nice.
was a
Yeah.
it was a big boy too. Like
Yeah. Pretty long. Could
yeah,
get some stuff on it. Probably like a pallet.
pallet, big old computer cart, big old computer
Yeah.
carts could go on there.
I'm just saying, usually like what you would want to get on there is a pallet. So
Yeah,
that's why I say pallet because everybody uses them. And now I know why because I use them too.
pallets are nice.
And it's just like, it's convenient to be able to have a piece of something, pile as much shit as you want on it, and then just pick it up and move it.
Hmm.
And that doesn't sound so necessary until you start wanting to put things on shelves that are heavy or like moving heavy things around. It's glorious. I make projects on pallets now. Got a welder? Put it on a pallet.
Pallet.
I'm put
Are
together a
you
sandblaster, built it onto a pallet. It's
are
great.
you are you a forklift operator? Do you ever get your
Nope.
license?
Nope.
Seems like something you might have randomly.
Never driven a forklift actually.
Really?
Nope, never.
I would have put money on that.
I got forks on my tractor, but forklift?
I
Nope.
would have put money that you were
I
somehow
yeah,
it seems like a you activity
sure.
and you would love it. You'd be like, "Oh, one time."
I'd probably be good at it too, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I was waiting for the story being like, I always use those hand jack things, and the one day some dude was like, "Oh yeah, use my forklift," and my life changed. I was zipping around
Well, like, I
everything.
have a pallet jack, like one of the hand jack ones.
Yeah. Hmm. You seem like a forklift guy to me.
That thing changed my life, Nick. I bought that thing used for like $100. Changed my life.
Oh, so that okay, so you're just one step away. That was the gateway drug of
Oh yeah,
mounting your
like
floor.
forklift has crossed my mind to have a forklift.
Weep, weep, weep.
Nick, I have 12-foot high pallet racks in my shed.
Dude, that's why I'm
Like,
saying I thought you would have a forklift or like have
I've thought
driven one.
about it.
Or I'll be like, "Oh, for some reason my grandfather randomly owns a forklift and I drive it around for
That'd
him."
be sick. But no, yeah, no forklift.
I thought your family like you'd have the razor and the forklift instead of like the golf cart and the I don't know, bike.
Yeah, no. But
Hmm.
like even for other stupid stuff, right?
Yes.
So like I have a four-wheeler. Picture in your head like a utility four-wheeler, right?
Mhm.
Mine's special though. It has a PTO drive on it, and I can hook a lawnmower up to it.
Yeah. What?
Weird contraption. It's great though. But
Hmm.
th- there's there's a 48-inch deck mower that attaches to the back of it, right?
Yeah.
I can get you a picture.
It's a big deck.
The thing was such a pain in the ass to put on because you got like pins that's got to go in, and you got a PTO shaft to put on,
Mhm.
and everything had to be lined up perfect, or else it just didn't work, right? So
Yeah.
it was always like crank shit up, shove blocks of wood under it, wrestle with it. I got that pallet jack. It is
Mhm.
the most glorious tool for putting on that lawnmower.
You think about it. Wait, I guess I've never seen your mower. Oh, your mower's oh.
Oop.
I thought you'd have a mower, not a
Like a brush hog.
yeah.
I want to get one, but I'm afraid to take the backhoe off of the tractor, to be honest with you. But like, this is terrifying.
I
This
thought I
is
assu
a terrifying piece of equipment.
I assumed you were gonna have like well, I assumed you were gonna have like either the tractor ones, like the small, not the like the riding one, like
A zero
the
turn
no
with
no no no
the
the
sticks.
I well one I thought you were gonna want a zero turn, but I thought you'd have the ones that you would see at like Lowe's or Home Depot, the one that you just kind of like
Mm,
it's like
mm,
mini tractor,
yeah, no.
not the
I got this,
back
which
of a
is,
quad.
I'm gonna be honest, it's a great lawnmower. It's
Hmm.
a bit of a pain in the ass though.
So is yours on the back of a quad?
Like this is the exact model, exact mower. It's the same color. It looks
Everything.
it's here. Let me see if I can get you an actual picture of mine.
Hmm.
I kind of ran it into a tree once and
Is it you
messed
or
up
me
that
that's
front part.
dying?
You seem fine to me, but I don't know.
You
This
were
would
freaking out for me, but I don't know. So that's your exact thing.
eh.
Okay.
Let me see if I can quick find one. Come on, Google Photos, don't let me down.
That's I feel like that's a hard is it hard to mow with that? I feel like it's kind of hard.
Not really. I mean, it's stiff, so
That's what
like
I
you can whip it around the back of it.
okay. I just
Interesting thing though, that FM48
mhm.
stands for front mower. This goes on, that's a mower made to go on the front of other things. Like
Yeah.
if you ever let me see if I can find something quick.
I I've never mowed where my mower is behind. It's not something I've ever done.
I feel like I'm trying to think, you know, I want to say baseball mowers, like the weird ones.
Mhm.
I don't know what that's called though.
I would have no idea. I'm not experts at lawn mowers.
Yeah. Or it
Yeah.
stands for finish mower. It was interesting to try and get blades for it. That was an interesting thing.
Sure.
I'm not finding too much. So
Looks like it's old.
it is. I think it's older than me.
Probably. Look at that thing. That thing was probably high tech at one point.
It was fucking dangerous tech, is what it is.
Eh,
They only made them like 1 year because of how dangerous it's 87. So it's a few
uh,
years older than me.
hmm, 10 years older than me.
The
Damn.
fact that that's a thing is terrifying.
That
Like that
thing.
there's a PTO shaft spinning back there, terrifying.
Does it catch anything? Have you ever ran over anything?
Like, I mean, I've run over stuff as a lawnmower, but like not
Well, like stuff you're not normally supposed to
like rocks or root.
both.
Sure, yeah,
Does it?
absolutely.
Is it violent?
I mean, it doesn't sound good.
I mean, yeah,
It likes to eat things.
it's dangerous tech, Bruno. If those are the
I'm
things
just
that
talking
work.
about like the PTO shaft that rips people to shreds and
I know.
catches clothing.
I was worried about the blades because those things were probably meant for like yucking, like chonking.
It's not much crazier than a regular deck,
Oh,
to be honest.
nowadays things are meant like a little bit made slimmer and safer, but those things are probably.
I mean, it's not no chintzy lawnmower, no, but
That's what I mean. I was assuming those blades were like thick boy blades that are
they
like
are. Yeah.
if it catches a rock, it's not like it's not like slapping it. It's like
Oh
woof.
yeah, it tries to smash them to pieces and shit. Yeah.
Because that's old. Like new tech is meant to like break when it happens, so you have to buy a new one. That's the old
Oh
tech that was
no,
meant to.
this is like stall out the engine kind of shit.
It hucks a rock, it breaks windows 3 houses down.
Yeah, I'm very careful of which direction I'm pointed with this. So,
You could kill someone with that.
Nick, I have lots of things that could kill people. Let's be
I,
real here.
yeah, but that's just another thing that could kill people.
How about the tractor that doesn't have ROPS bars, the
Oh, that's right. I
rollover
forgot.
protection?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any of that. It never came with them.
Hmm. That's
Um, like, it's lots of stuff.
it's fine. It's
It is
fine.
fine, but sometimes you just gotta admit that this thing could kill me if it wants to.
Yeah.
Have that little bit of healthy fear, you know?
So, well, that was. I thought. Oh, I think I did. I have something else. Looking around. I feel like I have stuff that
Do you have to
trigger.
shovel anything at your apartment?
Nope.
Like,
Nope.
we're on the grass here.
Yes. Uh,
Like, I would assume you don't have to do anything, but
they'll plow me in my car in basically, probably, they said.
okay. Yeah.
So, like, it's standard parking lot. They're not gonna they're gonna go through the like driving part of the parking lot,
Yeah.
but as a result of that, the snow
Yeah.
goes out. Not they're not trying to push it behind our cars, but the way it always ends.
Sure. Sure.
There's gonna be a higher amount behind our cars just with how snow works and plows work. So we're responsible for like,
Getting
and
your shit out.
it's not gonna be a problem for me. Like normally I can just throw the 4-wheel drive on,
Sure.
throw it in reverse and just fucking
Get
go
out.
for it.
Yeah.
But, smaller cars that a smaller snow pile.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Yep. I was just curious, like, if you had to do sidewalks or something.
no, that's like that's what they said. The only thing we're responsible for is like behind our cars, just so that happens. Uh, hopefully, maybe it never happens.
Yeah, well, who knows?
But I know it's not that different, but I'm also on a different part of the state. I'm back home where the snow isn't awful anymore.
I didn't have to plow at all this year. Thinking
Yeah,
about it. Like,
Bradford, we had a couple bad ones.
yeah, that's up there and closer to the lakes and stuff though. So
Yeah. So you know how that works up there.
Hmm.
So until when you're like on Lake Erie, so like feeding them,
Yeah.
it's a little different. When the lakes aren't melted is when they get fucked. But if it's a real nice cold winter and the lakes freeze over, it goes in more inward. So if
Really?
you're on the lakes, I think you want it to freeze over because that triggers the storms to head farther inward.
Okay.
Then
Interesting. I didn't know how that. I would
yeah, so
never have guessed that.
so your lake effect has to deal with like where how the stages of the water. The more frozen it is, the farther it like pushes inwards, I think. And I think the closer you are, you're not getting as fucked as much, or maybe you're still
Yeah.
getting fucked as much, but the inner people are. But if frozen over, it's a bad thing for people like me. So the once the lakes freeze over, Bradford gets screwed a little bit more for some reason. I don't know why.
It's odd.
It's a
Damn
weather
weather.
thing.
Yeah. That's why people get paid to guess weather.
Dude, I don't know. It's just like I don't understand how a big frozen lake affects anything, but boy does it.
Yeah, really.
So that's when it got bad. Is when like it was like more later into winter, whenever it like early winter was fine normally, but then January hits and the lake starts freezing over and it pushes in. But you weren't here earlier, but we witnessed the attempt of a space launch.
Yeah, I went to look at it and see that it was delayed. I saw that.
Yep. So like
When they push it
I
to Saturday, right?
yes, Saturday at 3:22. I think is T minus 0. It was weather. It was looking pretty poor, so they scrapped it. Like it was at 4:33 today. It was supposed to be. They got on like
Yeah.
at 3 o'clock, like the dudes, and they sat like vertical,
Yeah.
horizontal.
I think like laying back, like you're
They sat laying back for like an hour and a half.
that's a long time.
Yeah, to then be told they have to shut
Man.
down everything and
Let's
do
try it
like.
again soon.
But they said it'll be about 40 minutes to get you guys out. So after the whole thing is scrubbed, and they still have to sit there for 40 minutes in full suit and shit.
Oh yeah, it's probably hot as hell too.
Probably, well,
Man,
maybe,
well, they probably have like venting and air conditioning in the suit. I don't know.
maybe. The outside of the ship is being sprayed with liquid oxygen, which we did learn is breathable. That's what it was on the outside of the ship. That whole smoky
Yeah,
steam
I
thing.
always knew that, but the breathable part,
Yeah.
the you
Did
can.
we not talk about
How
this?
cold is liquid oxygen?
I don't know. You can breathe it though. That was what I was. The the
Like the actual liquid or the vapor?
dude. Liquid oxygen diving. Liquid breathing. That's what it's called. Liquid breathing is a form of respiration in which normal air-breathing organism breathes an oxygen-rich liquid. Okay, maybe it's not.
Liquid oxygen has a boiling point of 90 degrees Kelvin, which is negative 297 Fahrenheit.
Okay, well,
It's a little chilly.
maybe it's not liquid oxygen, but it's a liquid that's oxygen-rich,
Okay. That
such
would
as.
be terrifying, for the record.
So there's a couple issues with it, but it can like. I think people can do it for like. I'll have to show you a video later. It's actually so interesting. Um. Uh. So imagine like. So you can breathe it because it's just oxygen. But, like that's all your body cares about. It doesn't care that it's in liquid form because it just wants the oxygen.
Yeah, your lungs are
So
made to take oxygen.
yes, and when it's like these liquids, they're really weird because they're like, a liquid anything of a gas is just weird. So um, they'd fill up your suit with this liquid, and you just breathe that. But the issue is getting people. You have to like train
You
for it really
gotta
hard
you
because you're
literally have to
drowning.
drown yourself,
Yeah, you have to drown
but you're
yourself.
okay.
Yeah, you have to get your body used to the fact that it's breathing a liquid, and your body's just not wired to think that
Yeah.
way. But it can do it for a short time. But you know how there's the whole uh the pressure sickness thing,
Yeah, the bends. What is
whatever you
that?
call it.
The bubbles in the bloodstream.
Yeah. So if you somehow because of this, if you would do it this way, that it like eliminates that
Hmm,
because it deals a different way. Also, um, oh, there was another thing. Oh, it's like you could theoretically do it for longer because like gas tanks are filled with other shit too that gets you like high
hmm, okay.
because there's like other gases involved.
Yeah.
Like two more than two tanks, or I don't know. I watched a movie once. It's probably wrong, but it was like they were like you can have one tank. If you do more than one tank, then you're gonna start to like lose it because of the other stuff that's packed in there. So,
Hmm.
but it's proposed for space travel too because it would help with G-force. If you think like so, you're sitting in a car right now. You're driving. You accelerate. You feel that G-force.
Yeah.
Now think if that car was filled with water and you accelerate. A lot of that force would hit the water, and because you're suspended in another thing, the force to hit you would be a lot less because it would hit the water first.
That's a thought that I can't see in my head. I can't figure that out in my head. What it would feel like.
Yeah,
I
it's
know
just like,
what you're
well,
saying, but I
it's
don't
like if
know
you.
if it makes sense to my brain.
Here's a simpler example. You're in a pool. You're able to hold your breath, so you go at the bottom of the pool. Someone takes like a flat, like a kickboard,
Yeah.
and starts hitting the top of the pool
Yeah, you don't feel that.
because the.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very simple. That's
Yeah.
they could have a really big kickboard and hit the water, and it would react. You'd sit down there because the force to try to get through the water to you, you know,
Yeah.
eventually you just need a big enough kickboard or a lot of force. But that takes the whole um stuff. Let me get you this quote. Acceleration protected by liquid immersion is limited to by the differential density of the body tissues and blah 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 blah. This is limiting this utility method to about 15 to 20 Gs.
That's a lot of G's. Holy shit.
Extending acceleration protection beyond 20 Gs requires filling the lungs with fluid density similar to the water. So I don't know. What does a human live? I thought it was like past 5 Gs is bad, but I could be wrong.
No, we can hit like in a jet, they hit like nines.
Do they?
Yeah, like in fighter jets. Ah, but like a blunt impact of 10 Gs is serious.
I'm on a breaking man. Oh, God, why can't it just have a chart? This is a perfect thing for a chart. Hmm,
What is the lethal G force?
I want to be a chart. All about G forces. No, but maximum.
Apparently, some dude, John Stop or Stap, experienced 46 Gs and lived.
Excuse me. Why? Why did he live? Why isn't
Uh,
this a simple question?
It's, I don't know.
Force to kill. Someone.
Like I googled lethal G-force to try and find it.
Oh, that changed to GeForce NVIDIA.
Need some graphics drivers.
GeForce capacity of a normal human. Well, this is Quora. I don't. What's this? A typical person can handle about 5 Gs
But that's not
when.
till death.
No, okay, I'm reading.
I know. It's just
Which before losing blah blah blah. Can handle sustain 9. But you have to like train to it. So like if you
sure.
hit 9, you'd be like freaking out
You'd
probably.
probably black out. Yeah.
But
Cuz like here's the it all depends on the direction too. Like in a jet, if you take the stick and yank it back to make the jet turn hard as hell, you're pulling 9 Gs. What's happening is all your blood is coming from your head at the top of your head and going down because that's what it does. Your blood weighs 9 times the amount now and is getting sucked out of your head. That's why you black out. But like
mm,
I feel like it's more of a it's the quick deceleration kind of G's.
uh,
Oh, right here. At 75 G deceleration, the fatality rate is 50%. Anything over 80 Gs is considered fatal.
I'm so confused. What?
We're talking like instant kind of things. Like
Okay.
you're driving in a car and you hit a brick wall. How many Gs did you pull while you were decelerating?
Okay. Well, hmm. Well, I'm just gonna say the 10 to 15 sustained Gs is a lot
It is, yes.
compared to like what we're canned now.
Well,
So
it's like take your weight and add a zero.
yeah,
It's a lot.
yeah. So you know, dude, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. I don't know why we aren't pushing this more, but like every science fiction movie, Bruno, has cryo freezing.
I'm waiting for somebody to figure it out.
Dude, I'm waiting for it too. How hard could it be to like freeze someone, bring him back? Like, come on.
It's a little tricky.
Come on, dude. Once we figure that shit out, oh, well, we freeze people now. We just don't know how to keep them to like make them back alive.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thought. We're good at freezing people, not so good at thawing them out.
Well, we're good at freezing them and keeping them alive, but we're not good at like. Can't you like get your body frozen? Like, isn't that a thing?
I
You
think I know what you're talking about, and I think you can. Like, get it frozen, and hopefully down the line they figure out how to thaw you out, right?
yeah. What chronics? Can you? Oh God, I pressed F11. Cryonic. CRY on cryonics cost.
More than
Cost.
100 people have been cryopreserved since the first case in 1967. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, I want to try it. Okay, those people are little.
Alcor Life Extensions Foundation. What in the hell?
Oh, you're not on the Cryonics Institute Technology for Life?
No, I'm trying to sign up, dude. How much?
I don't cryonics.org. Okay. How much does it cost? How much does No,
That's where
cryonic
I was
servers are
headed.
separate on a lifetime CI membership. The cost of conservation is the most affordable price anywhere. 28,000. The cost of a blah 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 and it is 30 blah blah blah.
I found a
25,000.
table that the prices were a lot more than that.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust this place. Apparently this is giving you fucking cheap discounts on them. I don't. What can I have? What's your website?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's Alcor though. Sorry, I got lots going on. I'm trying to
Nope.
pull it up. Okay, so here's the table I found. It's close to the bottom of the page.
Scrolling. Okay.
So, for your whole body.
Yes.
Minimum funding is $200,000
That's not bad, honestly, when you think
with
about it.
annual costs of $705. That's $705 a year to keep yourself frozen.
So, okay, well, can I get out the calcs? So, okay, Bruno, let's
Family
say,
discounts are available, Nick.
oh my God, lifetime member with standby? Oh, you get discounts by being like members. You probably pay like oh, okay, let's just say like I'm dying tomorrow and I need to sign up. So it's 705. Let's see let's 60 years. That's only $42,000 to go 60 years. Additional. So you're doing this if
Like,
you're
how the hell does that work though? Do you just like have a fund set up?
probably,
Well,
or
I
you just
guess you would want money, right? Because you're
that
coming back.
that or you just give, yeah. Or
I'm going into this, I'm being prepared with money for when I come out of it.
you set up, or okay, again, we're talking about rich people doing this, right? Like I'm
Absolutely. Very rich
so
people.
if you're like uh someone that has money, let's say you have $10 million, Bruno. That's a good round money. Like that's what you have
Okay,
saved up.
that's pretty good money, but it's not insane money.
Okay,
Okay.
so you're walking into this place like you're not dying, but you're like in a week you're gonna get frozen because something might happen the next year or so. So you go in,
Okay.
you pay your $200,000. Then I think you go to uh, a money person and you set up some money making like thing where you make that $10 million make you $705 a year, or
I
it'll be
would
not.
absolutely have it invested, sure.
Yeah, that nine.
Have it like very safely invested so that it's not it's you're trying to pay that as well as keep up with inflation is what you're trying to do.
Yeah. So you go to you get a financial manager or a
Yeah,
lawyer
something.
of some sorts.
Absolutely, you need both of them.
So your lawyer goes to your like thing and like constantly monitors it somehow. I don't know. Well, they're being paid, so they need to be paid. Huh.
You'd have to have like I don't know if a trust fund is the right word.
You have to have some fund that's generating enough money to employ the lawyer and the financial thing.
Yeah.
Then it makes sense. After you pay them, you probably need to make a couple $1,000s a year. But if you have like 9.8, because you already used 200,000, you should be able to make a couple $1,000s a year, right?
Like it's yeah.
Because they're not doing
Like
constant work.
like what's a you just signed up for a savings account. What kind of interest are you getting?
Probably shit, to be honest with you.
Okay, but like what's shit?
I don't know because it's not created yet. But federal interest rates are like zero, so they're not
Members
paying.
first? Is that what it was?
Yeah, probably like 1%.
Okay. 0.1% of 10 mil is it's some money. What
I
in the
guess,
hell? Just like what's your not mortgage rates? Get out of here.
dude.
Give me like
It's
regular rates. Savings and checking account rates for members first.
uh
0.1% it looks like in a savings account.
damn.
Wait, no, hold on.
Probably less than that.
It looks like you'd probably have about zero point 0.1.
Okay.
So what's 0.1%, which is what is that? 0.001, right? Times a mil.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I think I went too far. I
You
did.
go.
I went one too many. Is that all you would make?
I'm telling you, it's
Oh, that's
shit.
it's you make 10 grand, I think.
Okay, then that you just put in a fucking
Is my
savings
math
account.
right?
It makes about sense. Point one of a million, I think, is 10. think you're right, without actually doing any math. It doesn't sound wrong. I'll do it right now. Times point 0.1. I bet divided by, that's times.
I think
Oh,
I'm
it's 100,000. What? Hmm.
see,
No, that's 1%. Or
I
that's
was
10%.
gonna
Oh,
say I think that's 1%.
point 1 or 0.01? What have you been telling me?
0.1%.
That's 10%. No. Oh, no, I was putting in the percent wrong.
That's why I'm doubting myself.
Okay.
Why do people gotta make math so hard? Who came up with this shit?
Sorry, yes. So, or is it? Oh God, 0.1% is. Dog, I'm just looking so stupid with math right now. Yeah.
$10,000
Okay. Then I will. Yeah.
a year.
Put that shit in a savings account and bam, you're good. So I need $10 million to freeze myself safely. Huh. Possibly. Can they wake you up here? Have they said anything about that?
I don't know. Let me look into it a little more.
What is it? Is it? How do I optimize my chance being?
Wait, okay. Bigger question. All right.
Yeah.
Who gets to wake you up?
I don't know.
And who makes that decision?
Uh, are the fees what, can I visit? How old do I have to be? Is it possible to get places? Do you do pets? Um, are you sure there's not a question? There's no question technical. You have to go on the technical probably. Is a Bigfoot dewar? What is a Bigfoot? Okay. What if my memories won't memories be lost if brain electrical activity stops? Short-term memory depends on electrical activity. However, long-term memory is based on durable molecular structural changes of the brain. Okay, so they're telling you your short-term memory might be fucked, but your long-term should be okay.
How the hell do they know?
I mean, people die every day. They just poke around with shit, I'm sure.
But like, all right, here's a Google that's a little bit interesting. Has anyone been, what's the right word? Let's thawed from cryonics? No. No human, no adult human has ever been revived from temperatures far below freezing. You're
Hmm.
literally going into this with the hope that somebody down the line figures this out.
A whole rabbit kidney has been vitrified at negative 335 degrees Celsius and successfully transplanted into a rabbit with long-term survival.
At what age do you do this?
I don't know. 50s?
But like that's a real like for real. When would you do this?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
So I don't know. For I don't Dude, all I'm saying is they could figure this shit out. It'd be a very helpful.
How did we get here?
I don't know, cause it's a cool thing. I forgot to stop the stopwatch too, so I don't even know how long we've been going.
An hour and 4 minutes currently.
Okay. Well, yeah,
About
we're
there.
not getting past cryogenics at this rate in the night.
This is gonna be on the survey.
Dude, I don't know. It'd be cool. I I don't know who would use it. Do you like Okay, let's say you're in your 20s and you have $10 million, Bruno. Do you say, fuck it. Let's see what a couple hundred years in the future looks like?
But like I don't think I could do it.
Oh, what was your time like? I don't know. There were cut off T-shirts. There were I don't know, Honda Civics everywhere. I don't know.
I don't think I could do it, Nick.
I don't think you could, but like
You're literally killing yourself and hoping somebody smarter than you figures this shit out.
you're theoretically killing yourself.
No, literally.
No, because you're not technically dead because you still hope you could live. You're like coma. I seem pretty convinced that it's possible.
I guess.
Um, why isn't it?
What?
Uh,
What's up?
hmm. I mean, how hard could it be? I'm sure it's hard, but how hard could it be?
How hard could it be to bring back dead people from freezing?
They're not dead. Like let's cut out this whole that they've like died. They're not rotting away. They're just frozen. How do we reheat the like?
We put them in the microwave? Is
That's
30
probably
seconds too long?
that's probably the solution. I mean, we figured out the whole freezing them part. I feel like that was the hard part too.
We have cold things.
But yeah, but they're not throwing you in a goddamn like well like a meat like a meat packer
It's
store.
toss a bucket of liquid nitrogen on you. What? How hard can it be?
I don't know.
And
Like
then put them in the freezer and hope the power doesn't go out.
I'm sure there are systems in place. Ethical. Is it?
Like, could you imagine if something did go wrong?
Yeah, I mean they're not gonna remember it.
No, they won't. But
Is it ethical to profiteer by selling false hope? Blah blah blah. This stereotype is false. Is a nonprofit organization, full-time employees, expenses, procedures, research, education, books, blocks the funding are set. Um. Uh.
speaking of freezing,
Yeah.
on our last survey, we had put the question: would you freeze a PB&J?
Yeah.
Our only answers were no, but both of them had some additional information.
Oh. Okay.
One of them said peanut butter and jelly is not my jam. Could probably freeze it though,
But they said no.
but they said no. The other one said no, and also the only valid jelly is strawberry.
No. Well, their opinion's invalid now.
You know, I'm just
I said strawberry's a treat. Grape is the default.
look.
Hmm.
I'm pretty much agreeing with you here, but
So have they ever had an uncrustable?
probably.
I'm I'm upset, people. That's hmm. I'm just you crossed a
Is
line
it that big of a deal?
in my mind. Yes.
Oh man.
Hmm.
People, heard it here first. Jelly is the way into his head.
No, the freezing thing.
Oh, sorry. Freezing things is the way to get into his head.
Hmm. Remember how we talked about honey?
Yes.
You know, honey never expires.
Yeah, and I had my sister put my honey in the fridge many years ago, and it ruined it. It crystallized like all of it.
That's honey candy then.
It got all weird. The one thing that never goes bad, and she's got to put it in the fridge.
So you could get the big old jar of honey and keep like put it away for the great grandkids and be like, here's your jar of honey from your many times dead grandfather.
I think I need to get some honey. I don't have any.
Dude,
I put it in like sauces and stuff.
how about your chicken nuggets?
It's no.
What do you mean no? If you're not feeling the ketchup for a day, if you get your chicken
Like,
nuggets,
all right. First off, I'm not a chicken nugget kind of person.
that's just
Like
offensive.
chicken strips, like that's actual good chicken,
Oh,
absolutely.
come on. Just eat the processed crap. It's all chicken.
I mean, I do. I just it's not my thing. I'd rather go to Sam's Club and buy my bag of chicken strips that's absolutely delicious.
Okay, well, how about you're at a McDonald's and you're gonna get 20-piece chicken nugget?
I have not liked McDonald's chicken nuggets for a while
Wendy's
now.
chicken nuggets.
Now them, that's a little different.
Okay, I don't hate McDonald's, but Wendy's are definitely better because 'cause they're breaded and not battered fried.
McDonald's just it's not great. They're better than they were though. They used to be even shitter than they
Dude,
are
they used
now.
to be like well, I think it's 'cause I don't like how they batter fry them. Like, can we agree that the breaded ones are better?
Yeah. Like
Well,
even Burger King, they make some cheap ass chicken nuggets,
dog.
but they're okay.
All yeah. Oh, I shouldn't be leaning back like this because 'cause I'm probably covered up right now, but let's
I
just
fixed it. You are
oh,
okay.
am I okay?
Yep.
I've gotten comments that like, "Oh, Bruno's all sitting up and proper, and you're, like, down on the corner."
Well, I moved your name tag. That's what I
Okay.
fixed. So
Well, people, this when you have a chair that reclines, like, you're just gonna get me in the corner. Just be happy you have any video. I'll put up my arms, I'll do little jazz hands. But, dude, Burger King nuggets, I love them, Bruno. Don't get me wrong, I love them. But when they sold 10 chicken nuggets for 99 cents,
oh, they're shit, and I know it, but I still like them.
I love them too, don't get me wrong. It's just like,
Especially when they have the spicy ones. Ooh,
ooh,
that's trouble.
dude, I want another chicken crisis because they went back up to a dollar 50.
Even that is okay.
Dog, but you
I
can,
went to Burger King the other day, right?
yeah.
Which I got on a rant that day already, as it is, because I have to go fucking drive to get my own Burger King, and Fee and Dit are ordering Chipotle for the sixth day in a row that I hear about.
Oh my god, they order so much stupid Chipotle.
Anyways, drove my own ass to Burger King and got my Burger King. I tried to find like spicy chicken nuggets because I saw like a commercial about, hey, we got chicken nuggets cheap. I don't remember if it was dollar 50, but I couldn't find them. And I looked at what the regular price for them damn little nuggets are. It's like $5.
Mm,
It's way too much money. I found it
mm,
eventually, but
just need to get hot sauce and get it. Just get the
I
buffalo
mean,
sauce.
I did too, and they didn't put it in the goddamn bag.
You know what the thing is? If you
What?
order 100 chicken nuggets, they give you a small bag full of them.
I didn't get any.
Oh, well,
I
that's
did the mobile order and then drove up to the speaker and said I'm here.
yeah.
And didn't give me shit.
Hmm.
No sauce.
Do you have to go up to the speaker or do you just pull up to the window?
I went to the speaker and said, well, no, you have to say something because they don't do anything until you get there.
Okay.
Same goes for like McDonald's too with
Did
their
you
parking
I mean,
spaces.
it's hard to tell now because you can't go inside, but if I like going
You
inside
could
to pick up
have. You could have. Yeah.
um it's not just cuz I don't like the social I don't know. For some reason I'd rather go inside in order than like go through the drive-through, but it's better because when you're going through a drive-through, you're in a line and they're forced to get your stuff out in a line.
Yeah. I know.
So it's either rushed or they're taking anything they can. If you're inside, your order's always 100% better because they don't feel bad about you waiting. So like,
I don't know.
well,
All I
like you're
know is I used to never do it at all, but like the past two times I've gotten fast food, I use the app on my phone and
Mhm.
placed an order and went, and it's been good for the most part.
That's good. I don't know. Like, I go inside because I feel in my mind it's better. Because if they're not trying to just rush you out, your order's more likely to be right than if they're, like, watching you stand behind the counter or in front of the counter being like, "Oh, shit, we have his order. He can wait while we have another car coming through needing another McFlurry." That's my thought process, but I might be wrong. People will tell me if I'm wrong because they always do.
What kind
Just
of
like,
fast food places got some good nuggets?
"Can we rate them right now?"
Chick-fil-A, but that, like, doesn't count.
Dude, they're pricey, though. Chick-fil-A
Absolutely.
nuggets
They're way
Chick-fil
too expensive.
there has to be an article on this, right?
What, prices
Fast
of nuggets?
food nuggets nuggets price comparison.
Like, lately, Burger King's been a dollar to a dollar 50 in that area, right? For 10.
Mhm.
I feel like Wendy's was a little more expensive. Weren't they doing like 4 for a dollar usually? But they
Well,
were like throwing that in with anything.
yeah. Dude, why isn't there an article? Free! These are the articles people want, people. Never mind. I'm upset.
Ranking America's chicken nuggets. Holy shit, that's way too much.
I just want a price per nugget comparison.
Do
Fast
you have
food?
a White Castle near you? Have you ever
No.
been to them?
No. I know they're a thing just from that movie. I feel like that's the only reason I they are a thing, but
This article puts McDonald's number 2 with Wendy's up
what?
top.
Okay. I,
But above Chick-fil-A, above Popeyes,
well, I'm
I don't agree with this. The Burger King nuggets are the second last at 8. I don't agree with that.
well, I don't not agree with that. Like,
McDonald's has to go though. They need to not be all the way up there.
dude, I don't know. McDonald's are just nasty. I mean, I'm not saying like Burger King nuggets aren't great as a thing. Like, I don't want them to be ranked too high because they're not
I will
great. But
say
like,
different ones, like different places, it definitely makes a difference.
yeah, I'm sure. Huh, dude, why does it have a nugget comparison? Oh, you know what? You know Wendy's.
Yeah,
So I get the Baconator because it's just like my favorite burger from there.
it's a great burger, but it, it's a good burger,
Just
but
yeah,
it's not good for you.
no. So I don't know if you've been there recently. So it used to be like there was the Baconator was like a number three, and like the Baconator Junior was like the number four or whatever, or
Sure,
something of the sorts.
sure.
Now they're both the number three, and you have to specify.
What?
Yeah, and all the
That's
ones
not
I've
right.
gone through, it's like it's just like a number three is both, and you have to specify. And it's a stupid thing, but I'm pissed off because I normally used to be like, oh yeah, a number three medium sized with a Coke, simple order. Now they're just now it's
Question
different.
for you, okay?
What?
A Big Mac or a Whopper?
I don't do either.
Neither, really? Okay.
My so I feel like you know this about me because I feel like I've stated it before. I like
Okay.
vegetables and I
Okay.
like meat. I
Sure.
don't like vegetables and meat together, typically, other than chicken. That's the only thing that's
Okay.
I'll eat a salad and then I'll eat a steak,
Sure.
but I don't want a steak salad.
That I'll agree with that.
So
A
when it comes
burger to
time,
me is a little different, but go ahead.
I
Sure.
no, you have everyone enjoys it. So when I'm having a burger, I want the Baconator, which is like I want some warm like, patties,
Yeah,
some bacon, some mayo, some ketchup. I
sure.
don't
Slop it up, but keep the vegetables on the side. I understand that.
no, yeah. I don't like ketchup and lettuce. Like ketchup and lettuce isn't a that's like
Okay,
a bagel and ketchup to me.
okay.
I
Reasonable.
don't like tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes to be honest with you. They're mushy and they don't taste good.
Okay. I don't think either of them has tomatoes though.
Do they not?
No, neither of them does.
Hmm.
Unless
Well,
I'm crazy.
okay. Well, I don't. Don't give me this shitty iceberg lettuce that's just like soggy and it's gross to begin with.
Fine with me. Speaking of, you got me hooked. You said it. You said steak.
Yeah.
I had a steak the other day,
What type?
a ribeye.
Ribeye. Look,
I bought a whole ribeye not that long ago because it was on sale. And this was the first one off of that cut that I had.
mm. So
It
that's a
was delicious.
so that's a not. It's not fatty, but it's not lean.
It is one of the most marbled steaks there is. Yes. If you
You're right.
were to call a steak fatty, not like there was one chunk of fat that I didn't eat on the steak. I knew looking at the cut of meat from the start that I was not going to eat that. I didn't cut any other fat off of it,
Mhm.
but it's a very marbled, very high in fat content steak. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know it was the most like marbled steak because there are more fatty pieces. Like, isn't what's a what's a what's the it's not a steak, but what's the thing that like sits in its own juice? Like the big old
I think it's
what am I trying
like
to think of?
a roast, like the
No,
what the I know what
it's like it's not a
prime
steak.
rib.
Prime rib. That's fatty, right? Am I thinking about that right? That's pretty fatty.
Yeah, usually.
Prime prime rib
That
raw.
might be the same cut or no, a standing rib roast. What is that? Okay, it's just
'Cause I thought a prime rib was pretty fatty, but I might
it
be wrong.
it is pretty fatty, yes. But that's a little bit of how they cook it too.
True.
But it is on the fatty side. All I'm saying is I had these steaks that I bought the
Mhm.
whole like 15-pound cut and had it cut. 17-ounce steak. It was delicious.
Mm, I
It
bet
was
it
a big
was.
steak.
I'm not a huge steak person though.
Really?
I I mean, I've had good steaks. I don't know. It's
Like you're going out to a nice restaurant that serves all kinds of stuff. Like you're not really limited on your decision. What do you pick?
mm, I'd probably go chicken over steak, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And it's not that I like care about the prices, but when I look about like the price of a steak, it's like I'm not gonna pay like sometimes upwards of $20 at a nice place, $20 on a meal. Like I'm
Sure.
gonna feel like pretty about. Not because it's bad, just because I'm like, steak's
Sure.
pretty to me. But like chicken, they do so much with chicken. Like
Yeah, chicken is
I
a very you can do a lot with it.
like I know it's not like a real true steakhouse, but like when I go to like a Longhorn or a Texas Roadhouse, because people like go there.
Yeah.
Dude, they have a Parmesan crusted chicken, which is like two things of chicken that are marinated and they're just covered in cheese and shit. And like,
Yeah,
oh,
that sounds delicious. I'm a steak guy though, so I'll be getting a steak when I'm there, but yeah,
if I do a steak, I'm gonna do a New York strip because I can do fat, but I
it's
can
a
only do
good
a little bit of
steak.
fat. Just like,
Yeah.
one
A,
strip is, that one
a
little
New York
corner of
strip
fat.
is a good steak. I got no complaints there.
I don't want to chew on a fat gum. I don't want a big old blob of fat and I'm chewing on.
Most of a ribeye's fat kind of disappears though. It's
Yeah.
one of those things that it's not like front and center.
hmm Some people love fat. Some people want that big
Yeah.
old like,
I mean, have you ever seen a Wagyu steak?
yeah, I've seen them. It's not wagyu wag.
Wagyu. However you wanna say it. Oh, come
Dude, that
on.
is so much fat.
It is. It really is.
The only way I could do that is if you did it in like thin strip, like you cut it in like a thin strip, like a I don't know. You know what a Korean barbecue is?
Yeah, I know
Like
what you're saying.
the
Yeah,
thin strips that you grill out. That
yeah,
way you're not having a big chunk, but you're just having nice little like bites.
yeah.
The on
It's this is like it's such an extreme that I don't even know how. Like everything I've ever heard about Wagyu is that it's amazing,
yeah,
but it's a lot of fat. That's a lot of fat I'm looking at.
dude, it's more fat than meat in some like
Yeah, and it's expensive.
I'm sure, dude. No
Like
thing.
1 year for my birthday, I wanted to go to like a real steakhouse,
Hmm.
and I went to this real steakhouse, and the meals were real expensive,
Real.
but it was the best steak I've ever had in my life.
Hmm.
But it wasn't that much better than when I cook it at home, like when I get a good cut
That's
myself.
what I'm saying. Like,
Like if I compare a steak that I make myself to somewhere like Longhorn, for instance,
yeah.
usually I'm like, man, that was all right. I didn't have to cook it. I didn't have to worry about anything.
Hmm.
But man, I can make a good steak at home too.
Oh yeah. But if you go to Outback, you're never gonna replicate that bloomin' onion.
Never. I will never replicate that bloomin' onion. And I always get that bloomin' onion.
Dog, they shouldn't even call themselves steakhouse. They should call themselves onion frying like heavens.
Like, and it's I even like the sauce that they give you.
Oh,
Like, I've made that sauce for onion rings, and I
mhm.
found some recipe that actually was pretty damn good.
Isn't it like a spicy mayo normally? Or like mayo mixed with like a
It's a
Thousand Island?
let me see if I can find it quick. The horseradish was involved,
Oh, it always is.
and like a good amount of it.
I don't like raw horseradish, do you?
In certain circumstances, I'm game. Like a roast beef sandwich with
Okay.
like nice roast beef,
Mhm.
lay it on. I'm game.
Oh, a roast beef sandwich. Like I'd go a good roast beef sandwich, Bruno. I'd go over steak. Just a good roast beef sandwiches with the juices and the breads and the
I can't,
you
but
can't
I respect it.
on a on on like a very German bun, like on wick or on
Yeah, I'm like
ooh,
I'm all for it, but I can't.
mm,
Mayo, cat. It's mostly mayo,
I'm
mayo,
sure it is.
ketchup, horseradish, and like a little bit of seasoning, like garlic powder, oregano, pepper, kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
Mayo, a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of horseradish.
A lot of
Actually, a
when
lot of
places,
horseradish.
when subs have like that special sauce everyone seems to have, or if you know what I'm talking about.
I think so. Yeah,
Like every place has their special like
yeah.
sub sauce.
They'll have their
A lot of times it's
yeah
just mayo mixed with a Thousand Island and some other stuff, but it's like
yeah.
Thousand Island and mayo is like a big
I'm curious. I have a question for you.
okay.
I never thought to ask someone this, and you're probably going to be the same as me because of where you live. An Italian sandwich, mayo or oil?
I'd go oil.
Okay, that's what I would have said too.
I know you can get mayo on them.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a location thing more than anything.
Like a good one would have oil. Like I'd say if you were just going to a random place, it would might have like mayo. I don't know,
Yeah,
or it would have not neither.
like
Or
Delaware,
yeah,
they're mayo people.
yeah.
I've
But
learned that.
yeah, we're not.
We're not that far away from each other in the grand
No,
scheme of things.
but like a lot of times, it's some places don't put oil like around us either, though.
Yeah,
Not even just regular subs,
some of them are dry for sure.
dude. An Italian depends on the salt. Depends on the salami for me. Some salami just like
Sure. There's a place near me that makes good sandwiches.
oh,
And they have like an Italian. They call it a Richie.
mm-hmm.
It's like a good Italian to me.
Dude, we
Let me
have a
see if I can
Mennonite
pull it up.
store that does subs in the back. Good homemade potato rolls.
Oh, okay.
I think they're homemade potato rolls. I'd be sad if they weren't, or the Amish aren't getting them from big companies. They're getting them from like
Yeah.
they're good potato rolls, some mayo that will clog your arteries in a heartbeat, and the ham and cheese is just like, oh, someone has to make potato rolls, right? Like
Do
somewhere
you
along the
like? Do you buy them from a grocery store ever? Potato
potato
rolls.
rolls. No, but I would, because I love potato rolls.
So like, I I've figured out what ones that I like. There's different brands. Like, there's a lot of them near me of brands, and I only ever buy one brand. It's always the Martin's potato rolls. It's just
Oh,
the way it's got to be. It's a very yellow. It's a pretty sweet potato roll too.
are potato rolls regional?
I think yes. I think that's like a Pennsylvania Dutch kind of
Are
thing.
so if I was like to fee in them, I'd be like, hey, so you guys ever like,
Yep.
oh, I'm getting a sub on a
Yeah,
potato
like
roll.
their sponge can here. It was something the other day.
Oh yeah,
Or
it's
no,
like
it was
sponge.
today. It was that the carnival game. What was
Dude, they
that
were all
called?
offended I didn't know what it was.
I looked it up. It was like one town plays this stupid carnival game.
It's like Get It or whatever.
I don't remember what it was. Googled it because I didn't know what it was. I can probably find it. But it's like an Erie County, New York thing or something.
Yeah, I looked it up too, and I was like, they're like, oh, you don't know what this game is? Oh, yeah. Can we even like talk to you? I'm like, what do you? I've never heard of this game.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's like they're offended that someone that doesn't live right next it's called I Got It.
I got it,
That's all. That's it.
dude. I don't even understand like what it is. Like I looked at
It's
it. I'm like,
bingo. That's what it is. You throw
it's
balls at a bingo board and whoever gets bingo first.
not even fun. I want to like if I'm going
It
to the
was
carnival.
stupid.
If I'm going to the carnival and giving them like $5 for these stupid games, I'm not trying to go fucking play bingo.
It like okay, bingo might not be the right word because
No, it's
you
very
you
much
it's a 5 by 5 grid. It looks like a pie pan, like somebody makes cornbread in it,
any in a straight line wins. It
and
is.
you
It's like
throw a
bingo.
ball, and you have to make a straight line, and it's like a tub that you're throwing. It's stupid.
That's there's no way you win that ever.
It's complete chance.
5 in a row, Bruno. They probably give you like 10 balls.
I think it was 8 on the video I watched, and someone got it.
8.
Yeah.
No way you ever win that. Oh, screw off with that. No way,
Like, it was
dude. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to play along. Like sometime we should do this whole thing. Like, oh, Bruno, I got a sub on a potato roll, and you should be like, oh yes, and they'll be like, what's a potato?
of
That's a.
something, like,
They'll just be like, well, a potato roll. Do you guys just eating potatoes there? And be like, oh, it's the best type of bread, and they'll come back with, oh no, they have a better type of bread.
can I get potato rolls in Buffalo?
I don't even know. Like, to be honest with you, I don't know what a potato roll is. To be like what makes it better.
Shit! My favorite potato rolls are in Buffalo and Rochester
Okay, then they should know what it is. Potato bread is form bread in
as
which
of 2016.
Okay, so it's relative. Well, that's probably don't know about it ish, unless they like got it.
All I'm saying is these potato rolls right here,
The Martins.
yeah,
Ooh, Martin's
are
chips.
absolutely delicious.
Oh, Bruno, I know that packaging. I think that packaging's the same packaging from when like we were like children.
But they are and they're like almost nuclear yellow. Like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
very yellow. They're very sweet, but and they're fluffy as a cloud, Nick. Oh, so good.
Dude, Martin's chips are pretty good too.
They are. Yeah. I feel like they're made near me.
Probably are. It's all local. Oh, Martin's kettle cooked chips and the barbecue. Oh, so good.
Yep, they're like just north of Lancaster, so that's pretty close to me.
Do you have Gibbles around you?
It sounds familiar.
It's like the factory's south of me, but if you never tried Gibbles chips,
Okay. Do you know about Goods?
I think good.
That one's real close to me, I think.
Is it just Goods chips?
Yep.
Oh, I've
Red or
seen them.
blue bags.
Yep, yep, I've seen them. I don't get them because I don't know. They've never been high on my list, but
I'll tell you what, someday find a blue bag and try them. They're good.
what's the difference? Like I've seen the bags
The
before. I don't know.
like the red one is gonna be more like your traditional potato chip.
Oh, and the blue one's whole kettle.
The blue ones are like lard fried potato chips.
Ooh.
They're delicious, but probably terrible for you.
Hmm.
Like was Blue Goods hasn't changed since the first batch in 1886.
Damn.
I guess they are kettle. I don't know. I buy them by the box half the time because it's cheaper and it comes in 2 bags. Yeah, the blue ones are kettle cooked, but it's like they're the good stuff.
Oh, you can get them on Amazon.
Really
$19 for
interesting. That sounds expensive for however much you're about to say.
62 cents an ounce.
That sounds terrible.
Is it? One
Yeah,
one 2-pound box?
I pay like 5.50 for that.
Okay. I don't know the weight of potato chips. 2 pounds of potato chips sounds like a
Like
lot
an
to me.
11-ounce bag is a large bag of potato chips.
Okay, and that's bad.
But like the box that you were
That's
just
blue
looking
though.
at,
Yeah.
if you ever thought in your head how a bag of potato chips was supposed to come,
Hmm.
that's what you're going to find in the bags that are in that box. They're
Gotcha.
full to the brim, but they're also in a box.
Uh,
Remember how I was talking about a sandwich? The
Yeah.
Richie? It's peppered ham, Genoa salami, capricola, and provolone.
Provolone.
So it's like a fancy Italian. I tried to find that earlier. Never came back
Interesting.
up though.
I think I've seen goods at like the Mennonite store, but I don't know. I feel like I've seen them before. They're expensive on their website too.
Are they?
Hmm.
It's probably tricky to ship. Like you've got to package it and ship
Yeah,
it.
they're
And
the 2-pound original box is $26 on their website.
God, like I could go to a store. I don't think it's more than $6.
To check sometime. Someone's marking these shits up for a lot.
Yeah, for real.
I think you're wrong about this, Bruno. Like all of the like a 1 ounce bag of potato chips are selling for $27, but
That
it
doesn't
includes
sound right at all.
a case of 24 bags. Oh wait,
That's a lot of potato chips, little bags.
includes
I don't
shipping.
know.
I don't know.
I feel like I could find it.
Maybe you should
I
sometime.
will make the next time I'm at a grocery store that has one of them boxes. I will take a picture for you.
Okay. Maybe that's why you don't get them because you've been skamazed.
I don't know.
Well, do you have anything else?
I do.
Do you? Oh,
I've got my weekly trail cam footage show now.
woo! If
I
you're
can
video only, you
I
just got a
condensed
reaction.
it into 30 seconds of action, Nick, okay? So
Okay,
be on your toes.
I'm sitting. I'm staring at nothing. Oh, the doe. So obviously a doe because it has nothing. Well,
So
that.
they were like sniffing and eating right around the camera.
Oh, two of them.
Yeah. So this everything you've seen so far has been like the same time.
Yeah. Dude, those things are like flight. Oh, now it's Dewey.
Yeah, it's a little dewy.
Dewey outside. Are they like living on your property?
Yep, probably. And I got a camera move to a new location.
Oh,
I'm gonna pull. Okay, that was me.
oh,
Nope,
that was
that
you
was
ripping it.
fast as fuck. Let me go to new location quick and show
Those,
you my friend. That
those. You're gonna have little baby fawns and a.
I think I saw one of them was pregnant. Like
What? When do the
one of the
are the
deer.
fawns like middle of summer, later
I
summer?
looked it up today. Like late spring, early summer, I think. So I've got a groundhog, and this is a new location. This is in the front of my house, in
Okay.
between me and my grandmother. So this is where we're at now, and I found the
Yeah.
groundhog.
Oh, look at that boy. Are you gonna kill him?
Maybe we'll see.
Is he not?
They're nasty because they
Uh,
dig under all
yes.
kinds of
They might hit
bad
the.
stuff.
They might hit the gas pipe.
I mean, I'm not that concerned about gas pipes, but like,
They
I
could hit
think
it
I've
though.
had one digging under my shed.
But what if they hit the gas pipe and start gnawing through the gas?
No, that's an issue. Also, that one deer was right up on
Oh,
the
it
camera.
was. It was right there looking at it
I had a freeze frame that I caught earlier. That
with its tongue out.
yeah, it
I
got a
saw
little
the
tongue out.
picture. Um,
So
might have little fawns around. Watch out with mowing.
I
They lie
might.
down in the grass.
I'm not too concerned unless I mow like way back there.
But they hide. They hide
They
around.
do hide. They're like I think they lay in my field back there.
Probably.
So because they're like all over the place back there.
Dude, you
So
brought up deer, and I have to bring up the story that you missed earlier.
wow, what?
Well, we were talking about how I was like, oh, insurance is kind of like scamozzi,
Sure.
and it's a hold of,
I got
we can't.
$37 from my insurance company today for my car.
That's nice. I like had to buy a renter's insurance today. That was like $130 for a year, which isn't bad.
That's not that
Yes.
bad. But
We were talking about. I'm like, oh yeah, insurance is a scamaz, and it brought up, oh, you should like you should hound your like car places people to like get you a refund because of not driving. And the one that was like, oh, why would I do that? I was like, well, I'm like, well, insurance tries to squeeze as much money out of you without paying out. You should try to squeeze money out of them. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like,
sure.
okay. So Brennan, you're driving in PA. It's late fall at dusk or early fall. October at dusk in PA. So your
Mhm.
chances of hitting a deer is vaguely or very much increased.
Mhm. Like this guy right here with his
Yeah,
tongue out.
that guy is just by your road. You're you're driving, Bruno. You're going like, let's say you're going a little bit over the speed limit. You're going 50 on a 45. You know,
Very common around me.
very very common. It's
I even have
whatever.
some 55s near me.
Yeah, I'm sure. So you're going like 50, and you see the deer, and you know it's inevitable. Like there's no, it's just happening.
Yeah. There
What are
there
you
are
doing?
times when it's just
Are you swerving? Or are you
like
smashing the deer?
it's very situational.
No, you're gonna hit something, either
I'm
the deer or like a
oh,
pole or a
I'm
tree.
slamming into the deer.
Yeah,
I'll hit the gas if I have to, but the deer is the thing that's gonna get hit.
that's well, like we were trying to tell that earlier. I'm like, deer. I've had so many people that have been scammazed by insurance because they were like, "Oh, we don't have proof you were trying to avoid a deer."
Oh
So
no, you do not hit anything else. You
no,
hit that deer.
and they were blown away by that. I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna hit the deer, you you pump
If
that.
you're in this situation, the most I'm gonna do is try to slow down. There is no swerving that's going on.
If I'm anything, I'm accelerating, so I kill that deer so it doesn't try to walk away
Yeah,
from
you almost need the proof.
me.
Get some hair, shove that in some cracks.
Yeah, no, I'm hitting this deer. Okay, 50, 55, 60. How fast can I get before I just
Downshift. Let's go. No,
bam?
but yeah, I will slam on the brakes. Sure. Slow down. Sure. There is no swerving.
Nope.
It's not a
Go-
thing you can do
No, you have to hit. You have to kill that deer.
because okay, well, you don't have to kill it,
Well,
but
and like if you don't, it'll run away, and they'll
but
be like,
like
What'd you hit?" And you'll be like, "Oh, a deer," and they'll be like, "Where is it?"
because an insurance company will absolutely say you'll call them up, be like, "Hey, I hit a deer. I need my truck is fucked, Bobby. I
Yeah,
need a new one. Truck's totaled. What'd you hit? Oh, a tree. I was swerving from a deer. The
no,
hell you were. No,
no.
it's
Like what? Oh, you hit a deer? Oh, where is it? It's on the hood. It's bleeding onto the gas block, the engine block. Sorry.
yeah, it's you can't swerve.
They were
At
just
least not here.
they were like,
And that's
I'm like,
common knowledge here. Like
yeah, and I'm like, that's how
people
you.
know about the whole insurance and deer and trees thing.
But that for some people that
Like
don't,
I
that
feel like I got taught that in
day one.
in driver's ed. Like
Yeah,
it was on the test. When you got a deer, do you swerve into the tree or not?
no, you hit that deer.
It
I
was
don't
on
know.
my
That was
test, dude.
that's just like people that don't have to worry about deer,
Was
but
that
like
someone in Discord or somebody in person?
Discord,
Oh, okay.
city boys. That
Yeah,
yeah.
it's and
Now a
there's so
moose,
many of them.
a Canadian moose though, maybe you swerve. Maybe Canadian insurance is like, I was gonna hit a
See,
moose.
like I'm not Canadian. I don't know what standard operating procedures are when you got a moose staring you down in the road looking at you.
Yeah, but like those will kill.
Yeah, I they'll kill you.
What we're gonna do to the deer in PA is what the moose does to you in Canada.
Well, like the problem with a moose is in
They're
a
like a
car, you knock the legs out of it and their body just hits you.
they're tons.
That too.
Yeah, maybe so.
I don't
I
know
guess
operating procedures of moose.
I'm gonna have to ask.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know a Canadian. We can
I do
ask.
too. I'm gonna. Well, I'll wait for the podcast so we get a response.
Okay.
So is that all we have? It's
I
gonna be a
think
long.
that's all
It's
I got.
another long render for your computer.
Oh shit. Oh boy.
This is what happens when I don't have a stopwatch timing us. I lose track.
We could push this to see a 2, Nick.
Oh, we should almost edit into two. That's too much
No,
work.
no, no, no. Come on.
Well, let's put a deer as the emoji. Let's deer as the emoji. I know that's a woodland creature.
Or or a woodland creature. I
A
don't know
wood
if we
or a
can have a
moose.
deer. Yeah. Send some kind of animal.
Cause that's all we have for this week's episode of Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
Bye.